What's going on, guys? Back with another presentation. I want to talk about a culture of degeneracy. And we already know what culture is a degenerate culture. This is why I wish I was not a melanated man. Um, when you have a culture that glorifies nothing but negativity, that ought to tell you something about your culture. And that ought to tell you something about the mentality of the people. Um, there are some people that want to constantly see you in a negative space, and that's the urban community. The urban community is it just feeds negativity. um this is why, as a melanated person, when you begin to elevate, when you begin to prosper and succeed, you got to get away from the urban community. uh it's sad when you have a race of people that are so judgmental. uh and it could be something positive that you're getting into, that you're starting to do, and they'll start spewing insults and trying to tell you that they'll start trying to spew all these negative insults to you. But at least you're on a positive chapter, and at least you're trying to go somewhere and do something positive. But you know what? In the melanated community, you know, anything that's positive is considered lame. If you constantly talking uh about something that's negative, oh, they love that. They'll eat that up. But if you start talking about something that's going to elevate you financially, if you start talking about something that's going to put you in a better position, even if you're starting off small in that area, you'll get attacked, because in the urban community, anything that's positive is considered lame. It's sad that you got a mentality of it's sad that you got a mentality of people who think this way. It's very sick and sad. Instead of saluting you, instead of co-signing you, instead of instead of instead of congratulating you for learning about something different, or starting starting a financial path that's going to put you in a better position, Negroes want to attack you. This is the problem with the urban community. This is why I've always felt that I should have been I should have been a white man, because I don't think like a brother. And if I was a white man, I'm sure plenty of sisters would want to slob on my stuff, because white boys, they don't have to be thugs and gangsters in order to get the approval of black women. That's one of the biggest reasons why I wish I wasn't black. But it's sad when you got a culture of degeneracy, when you have a culture of people that just love negativity. And anytime you try to move in a positive direction, they ready to tear you down, ready to bash you, all because you're trying to direct your energy in a different way. But if you're talking the same old gloom doom talk, oh, they'll salute you all day. And it's like, even if you are in a bad position, you want to try to do things to make it a little better. Okay, you a man, women don't desire you, but at least you can try to learn about the stock market, and at least you can try to do things to help yourself, even if you're starting out small. That's the point that I'm making here. But you know what? You got some people that just want to see you in a downward spiral. They don't want to see you prosper. They don't want to see you have a different perspective on things. They just want to see you down, down, down. But that just goes to show you the mindset of the people. Um, One thing I never liked about the urban culture is it's all about being hood. It's all about being a D boy. It's all about being a gangster. And when you have sisters that reward this kind of behavior, it's very appalling. It's very, very appalling. Um, when you think about a black man, you don't think about somebody like Malcolm X. That used to be the standard back in the old days. That's not the standard anymore. When you think of a black man, the standard for a black man that's, and when I say a black man that's respected, the standard of a black man that's respected is somebody like Future. And that's sad that that's the standard of what a black man should be. That's the standard of what is respected. You got black women, they would rather reward that ignorance, that degeneracy, you know. Um, it's just, it's very disgusting when you think about it. And I always felt that I should have been a snowman because with the mentality that I have, my philosophy on life, I don't have a hood mentality. That's not my mindset, never has been, never will be. But I understand that in the urban community, if you're not on the level of most melanated people, you're attacked, you're bashed, you're seen as a sellout. Well, in my mind, there's nothing wrong with being a sellout. And I feel as a melanated person, in order to succeed, in order to have a prosperous life, you probably have to be a sellout. So there's nothing wrong with being a sellout. If you're a sellout because you don't adapt to the culture, who cares? I guess that's why Alfonso Ribeiro said that he never felt supported by the black community. Because if you don't conform to the culture, if you don't adapt to the culture, you're seen as the bad guy. But using common sense here, who would want to adapt to a culture of degeneracy? Who in their right mind would want to adapt to that? I never forget when I was around cats who wanted me to talk slang, who wanted me to dress a certain way. If I got to dress a certain way and act a certain way in order for you to be cool with me, then I'd rather you just not be my friend, because I'm not going to dress hood. I'm not going to talk slang. I'm going to talk proper like a snowman because that's what I want to be. And that's how I was raised. I never lived in the trenches, wasn't brought up like that. So why would I want to conform to that? Makes no sense. But in this culture of degeneracy, you're torn down and you're looked at as the bad guy. And when you try to change your tune and you try to focus your energy on learning something positive, something that could elevate you, even if you're starting small in that area, you don't get any support. You get torn down. And this is sad. But that just goes to show you the mentality of people. There are certain people that want to constantly see you in a dark space. They don't want to see you change your mentality or focus your energy on anything that's positive. They want to keep you in that negative space instead of applauding you and saying right on, even though you're starting small, but you have the right mentality. But unfortunately, in the urban community, you can't get that. Um, this is one of the reasons to why the community will never be in a good position, and this is the reason to why the community is going to stay down. I don't see how any melanated person could say they love being melanated. In my opinion, if you love being melanated, you're crazy. But that's my little rant for now. You guys have a good one.